T206 pickup number 306 is right here. And no, it's not a Hall of Famer, it's not a rare back, and it didn't even break the bank. But when I saw this card, I knew I had to have it. So welcome back to my channel. My name is Chris, otherwise known on X and Instagram as @CRT_Sportscards. This as well is the absolute best channel for T206 here on YouTube. So if you're not subscribed, hit that subscribe button. But welcome back to the 5 W's, where I walk you through the who, the what, the when, the where, and most importantly, the why of my latest and greatest T206 pickup. But let's get into it. Let's get into Harry McIntyre. Now, John Reed McIntyre, otherwise known as Harry in the T206 set, was born on January 11th, 1879, and over his career, which began in 1905, he played for the Brooklyn Superbas, the Chicago Cubs, and his final year in 1913 was for the Cincinnati Reds. But the reason why you're here is because of this Sovereign 150 Harry McIntyre. This is Sovereign number 38 of 148 for my back run set. And, as stated previously, card number 306 in my T206 set. Now, when and where did I pick this up? Some of you are going to guess. Did he get it in REA in February? Yes, I did. This is one of the last remaining cards from that February win that arrived at my house on March 1st. I picked up this card for $102. This is a PSA 2. There are 21 current Sovereign 150 graded examples with PSA. This is one of the 4 graded 2s currently out there. So why did I pick this card up, and why is Harry McIntyre so important in the overall landscape of T206? So a couple of things were in play with this card specifically. So when you look at this card, what stands out to you that is different than a vast majority of T206 cards? When you look at the front of it, notice the background, pink. There are very, very few T206 cards that have pink in the background. The most prominent one right now is the Hal Chase pink portrait. But even I as a collector of T206, I can't think of another card right now that has pink in the background. But the second reason why I absolutely love this card, and the reason why I picked it up in a 2, going against my rule of only buying them in a 1 grade when it comes to non-Hall of Famers, are the sleeves. You know my affection for sleeves. Harry Kamnitz with his polar bear card. And here again, Harry McIntyre with those blue and white striped sleeves. And the expression on his face, to me, is second to none. It's really hard to imagine that how they were able to pick up his dimples in this printing process. But this, for me, is a wonderfully designed card, and I absolutely love looking at it. But now, why does Harry McIntyre matter in the entire landscape of the T206 set? So right here are both of the Harry McIntyre cards in the overall T206 set. The second one is in polar bear, which means this is a second printing in the set. This is a 350/460 subject. Polar bears were just created, though, in 1910. But there is a real key detail on this card. When you look at it, you're going to notice Brooklyn and Chicago, yet on the uniform, he's just in a Brooklyn uniform. That transaction happened on April 13th, 1910. So right there, that tells us that the artwork was done. They had no time to change the artwork by April 13th of 1910. They did, though, have just enough time to take their printing plate, shrink down Brooklyn or scratch it out, and add Brooklyn and Chicago National. So the fans who were getting this card in a pouch of polar bear tobacco would know he's now playing for Chicago, which means this card was created sometime after April 13th, 1910. But this isn't why I picked up the card. The reason why I picked up the card is just look at it. It looks so cool. Harry McIntyre looks like just a really cool player back in the day. Someone that you'd want to know and someone that you think you could have a really fun time with either on the diamond or off the diamond.